Today we're going to learn how to create a new document in Adobe Illustrator. We're also going to learn how to place a bitmap image on our new document and then colorize that bitmap image so we will be ready to draw it. The first thing we want to do is open Adobe Illustrator, which we can find on our dock with the AI. Then we are going to go to File, which is at the top. And under File, we're going to go to New. Once we go to New, we're going to see a new document window. In the new document window, we can put our name on it. We're going to put our last name, hyphen, and what we are going to put on our new document, which we are going to put transportation. We want to make sure that our artboards are at 1. Our size is letter. And then we're going to do our width and our height. And since we are on letter size, it is going to be 8.5 by 11 inches. We're going to make sure that our orientation fits whatever our picture is. So if we have a vertical picture, we want to make sure that we choose the portrait button. If we are in landscape, we have a horizontal picture, we want to make sure we click the landscape button. My picture is landscape, so I'm going to pick the landscape button. We're going to do OK, and we will see our new document appear. To place an image, we're going to go back to the File menu. We're going to click and we're going to go to Place. We're going to see an open dialog show up, and I'm going to navigate to where my transportation is at. It's in my desktop. It's in my folder with my last name, graphics, and then my class. And I should have a folder in here that I have downloaded images from the internet under transportation. And I'm going to choose the picture that I want to put on my paper. I'm going to do the second image here. And I'm going to go ahead and click Place. And once I click Place, you'll see the image appears. Once this image appears, then I will be able to change the colors. I did want to show you how to resize an image. This image has already been resized, so I'm going to take it away. And I take that image away by just hitting the delete key. So if you put an image on your document that you do not want, just hit delete and it will go away. So I'm going to place again, and I'm going to pick a different one. I'm going to go back to my folder, and I'm going to choose this picture here. I'm going to place. And we can see this image is larger than our piece of paper. We know it's larger than our piece of paper because we can see this black line which shows us where our piece of paper is at. So what we need to do is we need to go to Transform, which is on our property bar at the top of our document here. We're going to click the Transform button, and we want to make sure that our link is linking the two width and height together. We're going to change our width to 11 so it fits our piece of paper. We're going to hit the Tab key on our keyboard, and it's going to show us what the height is going to be, and it's going to be 8.4, which is fine. And so that when we can move back to our image, and we can see that that image just fits our piece of paper very nicely. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to colorize our image. So we are going to go up to our property bar again. The image is selected. We have to make sure that we have the image selected. We're going to click on this little arrow between Live Trace and Mask. And we're going to move to Tracing Options. When we move to Tracing Options, we're going to see this box. We want to go to Mode. We want to change that to Color. And for this project, we are going to select colors between 9 and 12. I'm going to go ahead and select 12. And then I'm going to click Trace. and it is going to trace my image. Once it is finished tracing my image, I'll be ready to set up my layers so my image is traced. If I go to my layers panel, which is on my toolbar on the right, I'll see that in my layer 1 I have my tracing. I want to make sure that I lock that layer, and then I'm going to create a new layer where I'm going to start tracing.